You're watching YCN, your local view. Program airtime is underwritten in part by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Looking to purchase your dream home, finance your business, or just find a better checking relationship? Our New Hampshire team is here to help you. We make award-winning banking happen every day. Contact us to see how we can help you. Member FDIC.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. By The Big Spoon, a small batch bakery and ice cream shop in the heart of Newport, specializing in handcrafted baked goods, exclusive super premium ice cream, and coffee drinks. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Reverse handoff. Aiden Ruckman runs into the end zone for the touchdown. Spanos hands it off. Sikoria rushing forward. Sikoria at the 30, at the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Cameron Brand, reverse. Aiden Ruckman trying to get through blockers. He's got a first down and then some, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, the 10, runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Spanos drops back, looks for the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Kearsarge goes wild, and they celebrate in this shocking comeback win. That was the scene in Newport last year as these two teams met. Hello again, friends. My name is Drew Dumont, and I'm here to broadcast the game for you tonight. As the Kearsarge Cougars, now the visitors, or excuse me, now the home team this year, as Newport is the visitors coming in here to take on the Cougars. Should be a fun night of football ahead. You don't know what the result's going to be between these two rivals, as it was clearly indicated last year. It's an unpredictable matchup. Kearsarge has struggled thus far, still in search of their first win of the season, but tonight it's senior night, so perhaps the magic of tonight could grant them their first win as they take on their rival, Newport Tigers. Newport's had a strong response from the start of the year. They started out 0-2, but since then have gone on a 3-game win streak and look to make it 4 here tonight. So we'll have a great matchup for you. It's anybody's ball game, as last year indicates. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
LaValley's is the best place for all your building needs. We recognize the importance of price as well as quality. LaValley's will not knowingly be undersold, with free delivery from 14 locations.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating.
North Cape Design Build, for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs.
Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency.
Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill.
The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back to YCN's coverage of the game of the week. Turn it over to Bubba at the house for the starting lineups for
Number 8,
Kearsarge.
Carter Wheeler. The other wide receiver, number 12, Justin St. Anne. That's slot back, number 7, Aiden Ruckman. At running back, number 44, Noah 70. On the offensive line, number 63, Will Kuharski. On the offensive line, number 67, Will Carson. On the offensive line, number 70, Zach Philides. On the O-line, number 72, Wyatt Brothers. And on the offensive line, number 75, Will Bennett. At the other slot back, number 33, Cameron Brand. And at quarterback, number 5, Chad Hemingway. The officials for tonight's game. The referee is Dan O'Neill. The umpire is Dave Dixon. The head line judge is Chris Goodnow. The line judge is John Morris. And the back judge is Bill Law. And now, if you're able, would you please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your hat. And if you so desire, place your hand over your heart. And let's honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
We're going to pause here for the anthem. Well, the anthem now concluded. kickoff just moments away between the Newport Tigers here on the road visiting the Kearsarge Cougars.
1 in 3 women will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Through awareness, education, research, and prevention, humanity continues the fight to end the scourge that is cancer. During the football season of September through November, there are 12 different cancers that are supported through research and awareness. Members of the NH Football Officials Association purchase and wear pink whistles through the month of October, with proceeds going to support cancer research. Together, we can make a difference in defeating cancer.
You're the announcement. Cancer awareness. So last season, Newport hosting this matchup. They led 24-0, and then Kearsarge came storming back to win that game by a score of 25-24. Kearsarge will get the football first here. Looking to avoid turnovers. That's been a little bit of a problem for them this year. For Newport, they've been plagued by some penalties. Rolls back to the end zone, touchback. So it's Chad Hemingway and the Kearsarge Cougars offense getting ready to get set up on the field.
First and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on their own 20-yard line.
This the 12th meeting between these two programs. Kearsarge leads the all-time series 6-5. Newport trying to even that up 6-6 here this evening. Hemingway was forced in to be the new quarterback after the injury to Caleb Naughton, as there's a handoff there to Ruckman. Gets it forward.
Ruckman, the ball carrier.
Very energetic there with that gain.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Got it to the 25, so 5-yard gain. Looks like 2nd and 5 coming up.
2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Ball's on their own 25-yard line.
So the junior gets up 5 yards there. They can continue to try and move the ball upfield. Back to another handoff here. Wrapped up there. Looks like that was Aiden Cowett.
Cam Brand with the ball.
Brady Minkler with him as well.
Loss on the play.
Making the tackle there for the Tigers. So 3rd down coming up for Kearsarge.
We'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Lost as much as they had gained on the previous play. So 3rd and 10 coming up here. Let's see if they look to the air. Another handoff. They go back to the ground. Gain of about 4, but that's going to be short of the line to gain, so it'll be 4th down. Cameron Brand picks up a 4-yard gain, and it's going to bring up 4th and 6.
It'll bring up 4th down.
Brand there found the opening, but it closed pretty quickly there as Brady Minkler and company weren't going to let him get through. So 70, the punter here. Looks like Kobe Curtis is set to return for Newport. Rolls down the field. Kearsarge touches it up at about their 33-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will set up.
Tigers ball on their own 31-yard line.
Freshman quarterback Jackson Lord has learned a lot this season. The talent that he has is unbelievable. Wearing number 7. Started out as number 10 earlier in the year, but they switched that. He had a issue with his jersey getting a little bit torn up. Blake Ploss, who was set to wear the number 7 for the Tigers this year, is injured for the year. So I said, Jackson, you can be number 7 now. And he's played very well while repping the number 7. Hands it off there. Good gain, crossing the 40-yard line up to about the 50. It's Aiden Cowett with a strong gain and a first down for the Tigers.
Number 26, Aiden Cowett, the ball carrier. Gain of about 13 on the play. They'll bring up first down for Newport.
Both teams very energetic in pregame. Excited to play this against a rival squad. We've had the privilege of covering both of these teams very frequently here on YCN the last few years. Substitution being made on the other side as Curtis exits temporarily. It's like Josh Seymour in now for the Tigers. They go back to the ground here. Just rushing through that pile. That's going to be enough for another first down. The Tigers' run game looks very strong early in this one.
Number 21, Aiden Hodge, who's the ball carrier.
Aiden Hodge with lots of power there. The two Aidens in the backfield, always very tough for opposing defenses to deal with. You have both Aiden Hodge and Aiden Cowett.
First and 10 for the Tigers. The ball's on the Kearsarge 41-yard line.
So after back-to-back strong rushing plays, Newport set up, pitches it there to the left side. Decent gain. Kobe Curtis, the carrier on that one. It's going to bring up a second down. It's like about a gain of 7, so 2nd and 3 coming up.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. Ball's on the Kearsarge 34-yard line.
They're going to pause for a break here.
Timeout on the field, charge to Kearsarge.
Would you like to underwrite or advertise on our YCN programs? We provide thousands of viewers in the Lake Sunapee region every week with Yankee Chronicle, Game of the Week, and specials. For more information, contact us at info@ycnnow.com. The Big Spoon Bakery, Ice Cream, and Coffee Shop in Newport is right across from the Opera House. For the freshest baked goods complemented now by sandwiches and hot soup. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. Following the timeout, it brings both squads back out onto the field. It is 2nd and 3 here for the Newport Tigers, who have had a strong rushing performance from their team so far. Very early in this one, another gain there. Aiden Hodge once again.
And number 21, Aiden Hodge with the ball.
That's enough to pick up the first down.
Enough for a first down for Newport.
So 4 plays on offense here, all of them through the ground for the most part, and 3 first downs. There was a pitch there on the 3rd play of the drive, but it was basically a rush by Kobe Curtis. Not a crazy pass or anything, so the back's looking good here for the Tigers early. First and 10 coming up here. Ball spotted on the 28-yard line, 29. Back to the ground here, being wrapped up. Looked like that was Aiden Cowett on the carry.
Aiden Cowett, the ball carrier.
Zach Philaday is making the tackle.
Gave him a couple on the play. Make it 2nd and 8.
Second down coming up here for the Tigers. When I spoke to Coach Proper in the pregame, something that he told me was he wanted to start this game fast, wanted to score very early in this one, get in front. Pitching it there, trying to rush around the side. Decent gain. Finally brought down by tacklers. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, though, but the additional yardage was helpful.
Aiden Ruckman on that tackle.
That was Curtis there on the carry.
Third and 4 for the Tigers.
Looked like Noah Seveny. They're helping to make the tackle.
Ball's at about the 22-yard line.
Third and 4. Ball on the 21-yard line. Tigers here on offense. Running right into that pile there. Little gain. Looks like he's going to be just about 2 yards short. But no, okay, they mark it first down. Apologies. Very tough angle here through the night.
Aiden Cowett, the ball
I thought he was
carrier.
about a yard short from my vantage point, but they give him enough. I trust the officials. They have
First
a
down for
better
the
vantage
Tigers.
point than I do. So Newport picks up another first down.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 19-yard line.
Hey, Coach, you back? You're right in front of that camera. Huh? I said you're right in front of that camera for the scoreboard. If you just move down to the edge, that's good.
I move this way because the thing's blaring in my ear.
So that's 2.
Tigers here on offense. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 with the ball spotted at the 19. Somebody jumps, so that's going to move it 5 yards.
False start on the offense is the call.
Officials had to confer to see who jumped first. They reached the conclusion it was against Newport. So it's going to back up the Tigers 5. It's going to turn 1st and 10 into 1st and 15
5-yard penalty,
with the ball
still
now at the
first down.
24.
1st and 15 for the Tigers.
Another handoff here, trying to test out that left side. Breaking the initial tackles. Decent yardage before being wrapped up on that one.
Aiden Cowett with the ball.
Cowett is tackled by
Sullivan on that
Philadeys and
tackle.
company. Newport not
Gain of
afraid
about 5
to
on the
stick with
play.
it on the ground. That's a 6-yard gain. So it brings it to 2nd and 9
Second
here
down
from
for
the
the Tigers.
18-yard line. Now they look to the air. Lord throws it there, complete to Cowett. Brought down on the ground. Aiden Ruckman there on the tackle. Good pickup there.
Jackson Lord's
It's
pass
going to
to
turn
Aiden Hodges complete.
2nd and long into
Aiden
3rd and
Ruckman
short.
made the tackle.
Eyeballing it, looks like 3rd and
That'll be
5.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers.
Curious to see, barring a major loss here, maybe Newport goes for it on 4th down. probably trust their defense. It's not the best field position should they turn it over on downs, but I know Coach Proper wanted to start strong, so it's likely that we see an aggressive play call here if they're just short of the line of gain. Taking it himself, rushing forward there. That's going to be enough, it looks like. And it's confirmed. First and goal coming up.
Curtis with the ball.
Curtis there took it straight through. He was lined up under center. Lord trying to help out with the blocking.
First and goal for the Tigers.
Ball looks like it's placed on the 5-yard line.
Ball's on the 5-yard line.
Trying to rush it forward there. Fight there as the lines clash. It's going to be a gain, but short of the goal line. Second and goal coming up. Cowett on the carry. Excuse me, I think that was Hodge. Yeah, that was Aiden Hodge. Curious to see if they stick with it on the ground. Second goal here from the 3. Lord keeping it himself. Touchdown, Tigers.
Jackson Lord, number 7, the quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown for the Tigers.
So they draw first blood here on the road. Taking that lead early, just the way that they wanted to. Get the stop there on defense on the opening drive, and now for their offense's opening drive, take it the distance of the field to score a touchdown. And now for the extra point, the cherry on top for this opening drive. Palmer's kick is good.
Kick, and you can count it.
So it's 7-0 Newport early in this one. Still got over a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's a replay. Jackson Lord, he had the opening right there. He was ready to go. No question about it. Touchdown there for the Tigers. He's only a freshman. He's got a lot of size on him. 6'3". Now the pressure shifts as Kearsarge trying to come up with a response. They don't want to fall behind in this one in a big way. Newport always a dangerous team the way they operate their offense. Tend to score a lot of points on you.
Newport. Aiden Ruckman is deep for Kearsarge.
Making it very difficult to climb out of big holes, which is why last year's comeback from behind win for Kearsarge was so impressive. Able to scoop it up. Weaving his way past the 20 to the 25, thrown down there about the 30.
Number 12, Justin St. Ange on the return.
So St. Ange's return sets them up there. The ball at the 30-yard line is where they mark him down.
Number 25, Joe Goslin. First and 10 for the Cougars. Ball's on their own 30-yard line.
Kearsarge hung around last week against a really good Lebanon team. Their defense has been playing well as of late. Offense has been more challenging, especially with Caleb Naughton now injured. Pass there, complete. Good gain.
Hemingway's pass to Cameron Brand is complete.
Cameron Brand was ready there, and that's a first down for the Cougars. Or is it? I thought he had enough. Looks like, yes, he does.
And that's enough for a Kearsarge first down.
They give it to him.
First and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on their own 41-yard line.
Another handoff. This is Brand. No gain on the play. Kearsarge, typically a strong rushing team, more than pass heavy, especially in this situation.
No
so not
gain on the
surprised
play.
to see
Make it
another
second and 10.
run. So second and 10 here. Ball on their own 41. Time winding down. Clock is paused here with 27 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. That was an official stoppage, so no timeout there. Inside of 20 seconds now. See if the Cougars try to get another snap away prior to the end of the first quarter. Or are they just going to try and make them jump? They don't snap it, so that's the end of the first quarter. The Newport Tigers lead at 7-0 over Kearsarge on the road here. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance.
By the Big Spoon, a small batch bakery and ice cream shop in the heart of Newport, specializing in handcrafted baked goods, exclusive super premium ice cream, and coffee drinks.
And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Welcome back. It is the
41-yard line.
So I was saying, it is the second quarter now. 7-0. Newport leads it. However, Kearsarge has the ball. Completion there on the left side. Fighting for the additional yardage. Very aggressive there. Pushing and some shoving. Flags come out. Multiple flags now on the field.
Hemingway to Ruckman was complete. Get a couple flags on the play.
Yep, it was Aiden Ruckman who was prepared to go there, but let's see what the officials have to say.
Got a personal foul on the defense.
So as that one goes against Newport, looks like Kearsarge is going to benefit. They think they were being a little unnecessarily rough. So it's the personal foul. big penalty. Brings them up now to the 41.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. 1st and 10 for the Cougars on the Tiger 41-yard line.
So 15 yards closer to the goal line now, and a fresh set of downs. Keeping it himself, Hemingway. Gets tackled there. It looks like a gain of a yard, maybe two.
Gain of a couple on the play. Gonna make it 2nd and 8.
Aiden Hodge, they're ready for him. Brady Minkler as well. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 39-yard line. Kearsarge trying to even things up on this drive. Hand off as they rush it forward there. About a 3-yard gain on the play, which will bring up 3rd down.
Noah 70 with the ball. We'll bring up 3rd down.
So following 70's rush, I'm curious to see what they do here, whether they go back to the ground or opt to go to the air.
Ball's on the Newport 37-yard line.
Third and 6. Backing up, Hemingway completes it there. 70, looks like he's going to have enough for the first down and then some. Was there a fumble on the play? Did Kearsarge keep it, or was his knee down initially?
Hemingway 70 is complete.
Regardless, Kearsarge keeps
down.
possession and gets the first down on the play. So they did what they needed to do. And now they're just that much closer. You can see on the replay, his knee was down there
26-yard line.
at the 26, so that's where they'll set up now. Justin St. Ange is lined up to the left side of your screen on the wide side. Another handoff, 70 racing through defenders there. Strong gain on the play. Not sure if it's enough for the first down or not. It's going to be close.
70 with the ball.
And they give it to him. So another first down for Kearsarge.
Kearsarge first down. First and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on the Newport 15-yard line.
First and 10 from the 15. Newport's offense all of a sudden is humming. Looking to avoid turnovers here. They want to punch it into the end zone. Even this thing up. 70 there. Another strong rushing play from him.
Noah 70 with the ball.
7-yard gain on that play, I want to say, so it's going to bring up second down.
Gain of 7 on the play.
He's getting some good block in there as well, but he's ready to go there, utilizing the power of his legs.
2nd and 3 for the Cougars. Ball's on the Tigers' 8-yard line.
Be watching the blitz here on this play, see what they decide to do on defense. The offensive line's playing really well right now. Breaking the initial tackle, able to get more yardage there.
Noah 70 with the ball.
It's going to be short though. So third down, a massive third down, might add.
For the Cougars.
It's a gain of 1 yard on the previous play. Curious if Coach Jensen thinks this is 4 down territory. My guess is he will, unless there's a huge loss here. Kearsarge does not want to have to make that choice. Instead, they hope to get it on this play here. Hands it off to 70. Looks like he has enough. It's very close.
Short of the goal line, it'll be first and goal.
So enough for the first down. First and goal coming up here for the Cougars inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Cougars. Ball's about the 3-yard line.
Three yards away. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line. Hands it off. Looks like Brand there on the carry.
Cam Brand with the ball. A loss on the play.
It's going to bring up second and goal here. It's the defensive line there closing the gap pretty quickly. Trying to get into the backfield. Initially he was able to avoid the first group, but the second group was right there.
Second and goal for the Cougars. Ball's about the 4-yard line.
Looks like the ball is to be snapped at about the 3.5 from my vantage point. Second and goal here. Keeping it himself, Hemingway rushes forward through to the defenders. Touchdown, Kearsarge.
Hemingway on the keeper. Touchdown, Kearsarge.
Massive drive from the Cougars. Chad Hemingway, good field vision, really good blocking from his line there. It was a group effort to get it done, but the backup quarterback steps up here and gets through the line. And they'll have a chance to even it up here with an extra point. Noah 70 trying to tie this thing up. The kick sails through the upright, so we're all even here at 7.
After attempt is good.
Going back to the touchdown again, Chad Hemingway embracing the challenge forward. Big hit there from Curtis as he stepped right into the end zone. Fortunate is just okay. You could see him there on the sideline. He was all excited in the pregame. He's got his emotions level now, and he's got this game level at 7. So just under 6 minutes left for Newport to try and take this lead back here. Kearsarge probably thinking about a stop and then a score, trying to enter halftime with a lead. We'll see which team gets the upper hand in the last 6 minutes of this opening half. Rolls right down the middle, fielded there. It's Kobe Curtis rushing through the 30. Down at the 34, it looks like. Can see Kearsarge was able to get their team up there quickly. Newport's got some really strong blockers, though. That's something that they've done well this year and historically as well. So ball at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Somebody jumped. It's looking like a false start on the Tigers. See if the officials can confirm. They rule it against the Cougars.
Offside on the defense.
So that's going to move the Tigers up 5. Sometimes it's hard to see who jumped first on that one.
5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Ball's on their own 40-yard line.
Looks like Kearsarge jumps off sides again. That's confirmed.
Flag on the play.
So that's going to move them up another 5 yards.
Offside on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. 1st down for the Tigers.
So the 2 plays make it 1st and 10 once again.
45-yard line.
But it's now at the 45 instead of the 35. Hands it off. Gain of about 5 there. It was a group effort there to get him on defense.
That was Aiden Cowett with the ball. Gain of 5 on the play.
Wyatt Brothers there,
2nd and 5
stumbling
for
up,
Tigers.
getting some
Ball's on the
assistance from his
50-yard
teammate
line.
after Aiden's gain on the previous rushing play. 2nd and 5, ball spotted at the 50. Another handoff there. A big gain as they're finally able to wrap up Aiden Hodge. 1st down for the Tigers. Ball spotted on the 38.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 38-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10. They're going to pause for a water break as the timeout comes into effect here. Today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal needs. North Cape Design builds legacy of trust successfully cultivated over 40 years as they support the Boys and Girls Club in our area this Sunday with the Mount Sunapee Duck Drop, raising nearly $1 million. The next YCN game of the week is football next Saturday back here at Kearsarge at 11 a.m. as they host Epping Newmarket on TDS 1997, Comcast NCTV 8, and always on demand at ycnnow.com. Another handoff there. They wrap up Aiden Hodge. He gains probably about 3 yards on the play. So 2nd down coming up for the Tigers. They're threatening here now in Kearsarge territory.
Second and 7 for the Tigers. Ball's on
Kearsarge
the
to jump on them
35-yard
quickly.
line.
Second and 7, ball spotted on the 35. Tigers on offense trying to take back the lead. Lord drops back. He fires it downfield. It is incomplete there. Justin St. Onge on the coverage.
Lord's pass is
He was
incomplete.
looking for Kobe Curtis.
Kobe Curtis was the intended receiver. That play was broken up by Justin St. Onge.
So it's third down coming up here for Newport. A very big third down, might I add. They had the lead earlier in this one.
For the Tigers.
Kearsarge stormed back on the previous drive through some patience there. Getting it done through a series of methodical rushing plays. Now Newport trying to regain the lead here on this drive, but third down, they'll have to make a choice if they don't convert here. Pitching it to the left side there. Aiden Cowett wrapped up. Looks like about no gain on the play, so they'll have to make that decision. What do you do here?
Bring up fourth down for the Tigers.
Got to give credit there. You could see the tackling getting done there from Kearsarge. Their defenders were ready to do their job.
For the Tigers. You get a timeout on the field.
Another timeout.
To Newport.
So Coach Proper wants to discuss things before he makes the decision. They execute the play here on 4th and 6, whether it's going to be a punt, a field goal, going for it. We'll have to wait and see. Bubba's Bar and Grill has a full menu of amazing seafood, Landfare award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy any size party. Please note that YCN will be providing Game of the Week soccer and football tournament bonus coverage of any game played on the home field of Newport or Kearsarge. Go Cougars and go Tigers. We got both teams from both schools here tonight. Newport trying to make that playoff push, and Kearsarge, they're just looking for a win here. Last season, as we've mentioned before, Kearsarge was trailing by 24. Newport, the heavy favorite entering that one. They're back on offense on 4th down. Lord fires it downfield. Intercepted there. Being taken back, crossing the 30 to the 40, the 50. The 40, the 30, finally out of bounds. Massive interception here as Carter Wheeler makes the play for the Cougars.
Kearsarge ball.
We have a flag on the field, but excellent execution there, as he was reading the eyes of the freshman quarterback. Good blocking. That's going to go against Newport, so that's going to give Kearsarge more yardage after the play. How things can change very quickly. A few minutes ago, Newport was driving downfield. They had a fresh set of downs. Instead, Kearsarge's defense steps up, preventing the score. Got them to 4th down. And the takeaway there, excellently executed. Carter Wheeler reading that play. Now all of a sudden, Kearsarge being set up with an opportunity to take the lead prior to halftime.
Tiger 20-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 19. Handoff here. 70. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. That defensive line there from the Tigers looks very strong.
Noah 70 with the ball.
the opening play here. Last drive, Kearsarge was able to get the touchdown through the ground, but Newport didn't make it easy on them. They had to wear them down through a long drive there. We'll see what it takes.
2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
I don't think Coach Jensen would be frowning or unhappy at all if Kearsarge somehow found a way to go score a touchdown on this drive and leave no time left for Newport to do the same. Incomplete there, so that's going to bring up 3rd down. Hemingway was looking for Cameron Brand.
Brand is incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down.
So the clock is stopped with 1 minute and 58 seconds remaining. 3rd down and 10, ball spotted on the 18-yard line. Even if they don't convert here, it's possible that they trot out Noah 70 and try and take the lead here with a field goal. But the more yardage they can pick up on this play, the better they'd feel about going for it on 4th down if they don't get the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming up here. Hemingway under center, drops back, rifles one downfield to the end zone, just a bit too much. He was looking for Aiden Ruckman. Incomplete on the overthrow.
It'll bring up 4th down.
So now you're going to have to make that decision. 70's out onto the field. See, just a little too much. Got to relax there, take the extra step. Credit to Ruckman getting open. 4th and 10. Here in field goal from the Kearsarge sideline. That's what it looks like. There's always that chance it could be a fake. You never know.
Noah 70 will attempt the field goal.
Trying to take the lead here. 70's kick is blocked. Scooped up by Cameron Brand, running around. Being thrown down there at the 30.
The attempt was blocked.
So we remain deadlocked here at 7.
Newport will take over.
First and 10 coming up. Smart play by Brand to field it and try and bring it forward. Could have been worse. There's always the chance that Newport could have grabbed it and returned it back for a touchdown. But quick to grab that one. Got to give credit to Newport on special teams as well, blocking that kick. They have 1 minute and 41 seconds to play with here. 101 seconds to try and take the lead back prior to the half. Hands it off there. Cowett trying to get through defenders. Met there quickly. Kearsarge's defense aggressive.
Cowett with the ball. Gain of 1 on the play, make it 2nd and 9. Ball's on their own 31-yard line.
So only a 1-yard gain. The scoreboard shows 2 timeouts left for the Tigers. Inside of a minute here. Hands it off once again. Met there but with force. Looks like Wyatt Brothers was there and company. They close that gap quickly. 3rd down now coming up.
Aiden Hodge with the ball. Gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 6.
Inside of 20 seconds. 3rd down and 6. They're not being urgent with their timeouts. I don't know if they're just going to let it lead all the way down. Now they're getting set up. Here we go. One last play maybe for the Tigers. .8 seconds remaining. Looks like a timeout was called for by Newport. So they run it all the way down. They decide to go that direction, see if they can get a touchdown here on the very last play of the half. Today's game is being brought to you in part by LaValle Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion, with over 60 years of serving you locally, now from 14 locations. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 18 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and super friendly service. 0.8 of a second here. One snap of the football for Newport. Here's a handoff, rushing it forward there, out of bounds. So that brings an end to the opening half. It is tied 7-7 here between Kearsarge and Newport. This is Drew Dumont. We're going to the halftime break. Please stay with us.
LaValle's is the best place for all your building needs. We recognize the importance of price as well as quality. LaValle's will not knowingly be undersold, with free delivery from 14 locations.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating.
North Cape Design Build for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs.
Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. with a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back to North Sutton. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week. This is our halftime update. It is Kearsarge versus Newport, the most entertaining game last year, as it was Newport who was the heavy favorite coming in, hosting last year's contest, leading 24-0. Kearsarge came storming back in the second half, winning that one 25-24 in the shocking upset of the year. Tonight so far, Kearsarge possessed the football first. They didn't score. Newport went right down the field, scored, did exactly what they wanted to do, but Kearsarge came up with a response, scored again. Newport with another good opportunity to score once more. It was an interception made there by Carter Wheeler, making that outstanding play with a great read on the quarterback's eyes. That was Jackson Lord. Then the blocked field goal by Newport. Kearsarge still knotted here at 7 as it is halftime. We'll have second half action after these messages about the Newport Opera House and the Lake Sutton Lighthouses. Just a reminder that more segments like these can be seen every week on Yankee Chronicle, right here every Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. on demand at ycnnow.com. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week.
LaValley's is the best place for all your building needs. We recognize the importance of price as well as quality. LaValley's will not knowingly be undersold, with free delivery from 14 locations.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.
Thanks so much for coming over to the Newport Opera House so that the Newport Opera House Association can share with you a little about our upcoming events this fall. On Saturday, October 18th, come on down to the Opera House for an 18 and over event for an evening of comedy and fun with stand-up comedians Rick Gothier and Friends comedy show. This event will be as if you were in a evening comedy club. We'll have cafe tables set up. There are 5 different comics you'll hear from, and you are sure to have a really entertaining event. The doors will open at 7 p.m. for the 7:30 show, which will go until 9:15 p.m. IDs will be checked at the door. Again, it's an 18 and over event. There will be a cash bar for those 21 and older, and we encourage you to come and enjoy a night of fun at the Newport Opera House. This stand-up comedy event with Rick Gothier and Friends Comedy is generously sponsored through Salt Hill Pub here in Newport. Thanks so much, Salt Hill. If you're looking for something to do the weekend before Halloween, come on over to the Newport Opera House for our annual Halloween Masquerade Dance. This wonderful event features the music of Last Kid Picked, and of course, figure out what you're going to be coming in costume. We have a wonderful costume contest, and many of our local businesses are very generous in sponsoring prizes for our different costume categories. Now, this 21 and over event requires obviously an ID, and we will have a cash bar for the evening. Our doors open at 7:30 and the evening dance is at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to midnight. So let's see how you are with your creative costumes. Come on down to the Newport Opera House on Saturday, October 25th. We look forward to seeing you. Put November 8th and 9th on your calendar as Annie Hamilton and her talented students from Mount Royal Academy return once more again to partner with us on our stage for their wonderful play, Little Women, which is, of course, is an adaptation by Matt Buchanan. Join us on Friday, November 8th at 7 p.m. for this show, and Sunday, November 9th at 2 p.m. for this show. Come out and support local theater and the students at Mount Royal Academy. As you're making plans in November and we're heading towards the holiday, make certain that you put Sunday, November 23rd on your calendar. The world-famous Glenn Miller Orchestra once again returns to our historic Newport Opera House. The space was made for this sound. If you're interested, it's a 2 p.m. matinee performance. We will have holiday songs and, of course, a number of Glenn Miller's hits. This wonderful 18-piece band with vocalists has thrilled our audiences now for the past 3 years. And once again, we are so grateful for the sponsorship of MJ Harrington Jewelers and Sugar River Bank. Without them, this would not be possible. If you're interested in not only listening to the music, but doing a little dancing, we have a small portion of our dance floor that will be open, and you can get up and dance your heart away or just sit back and relax and listen to the music. Please consider joining us again on Sunday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. for this wonderful event with the world-famous Glenn Miller Orchestra. For information on all these events and future events, please visit our website at newportoperahouse.com. Thank you, and thank you for your support.
LaValley's is the best place for all your building needs. We recognize the importance of price as well as quality. LaValley's will not knowingly be undersold, with free delivery from 14 locations.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.
We have lighthouses on Lake Sunapee because of the lake's heavy use in the 1880s to 1930s as a tourist destination. No tourism really became big on Lake Sunapee until the railroad was able to get here in 1872. And when the Newbury Cut was made that allowed the railroads to reach here, by 1876 we had steamships plying the lake. They were carrying passengers to the grand hotels, to summer cottages, people who would come with all their luggage for the whole summer. 1891, a steamer struck a ledge and began to sink. And that made the Woodson brothers, who owned 5 of the steamships on the lake, realize that they needed a little navigational help from the rocky places along the shore. So they got permission from the state to build a lighthouse as a navigational aid. This was the one on Luna Island, which was built on a natural rock island, sort of close to the middle of the lake. After that, they built another lighthouse 3 years later at the point that marked the entrance to Herrick Cove. And sometime later, we don't have an exact date, they built a third lighthouse in Brookhaven, again at the island that marks the entrance to Brookhaven Harbor. So then there were 3 big navigational aids on the lake that blinked their lights to let the steamers know how to set their courses and avoid the rocky points. Well, they are certainly part of the decor. They're iconic, they're beloved, they're historic, they're part of our sense of place, but they are also navigational signals. Well, when the steamboat era ended in the 1930s, there was no one taking care of the lighthouses, and it deteriorated over the years until in the 1960s, when one was struck by lightning, and then fundraising was done and it was replaced. And that's when people began to look at them and say, oh, we need to take care of these. At that point, the neighbors along Sunset Shores did a little open your pockets fundraising to take care of the Herrick Cove Lighthouse. Another group did some work on Luna Island, but there was nothing coordinated and organized. But in the 1980s, Kurt Chapman and Court Cross of the Lake Sunapee Protective Association decided it was time to really take care of these lighthouses, which were becoming beloved icons rather than deteriorating wrecks. So with the help of Dudley Orr, a lawyer who had property on the lake, they went to the legislature and they asked permission for LSPA to maintain the lighthouses. They got the right but not the responsibility for care of the lighthouses over 3 different acts of the state legislature in the early 1980s, and that's what prevails today. LSPA may take care of the lighthouses, but is not required to. So the last time we took care of the Herrick Cove Lighthouse was in 2003. And at that point, we had to replace the entire wood and stone crib because it had been damaged by ice. And we decided the best way to do that was to take the lighthouse on shore so that the crib could be taken apart and completely rebuilt. So with the incredible donation of a volunteer, a helicopter was brought to lift the lighthouse to shore, and it lifted it up, and we were all watching, and it got dipped into the water, and we all thought it was going to sink, but it turned out it was a clever ploy on the part of the pilot to let the buoyancy of the lighthouse take some of the weight. Less than 20 years later, same story, same problem. Ice had pushed the rock and stone crib, some of the wood rots, but much more of the problem is the force of the ice tilting it. The lighthouse was again at a 5-degree angle, and we had to figure out what happens now. In the end, it was sort of no question that the most cost-effective and the most long-lasting is the solution we're using today. It's an expensive one now, but we expect the lighthouses will still be on the same support 60 to 80 years from now. And the choice that we made was to support the lighthouse on 4 steel piles, like legs of a table, driven all the way down to the bedrock of the lake and then anchored into the rock. The actual work of the construction project to install the new support structures was done by a company called Hanson Marine that is based in Springfield, New Hampshire. And most people I talk to think that there have been a large crew of people out there making this happen over this time. But I've been out there in my kayak watching every day, and there are 2 guys, extraordinary teamwork, competence, creativity, that have done every part of this job from the beginning. Brookhaven has had the same problems as Herrick Cove. That lighthouse disappeared because of ice in 1935 and then was put back in the 80s by LSPA, and we've had to replace that crib several times. So when they're completely done with the Herrick Cove Lighthouse sometime this fall, Hanson Marine will do the exact same process at Brookhaven, and it will stand on the same 4 table legs with extra support. Loon Island, we don't have to do that for. Loon Island Lighthouse is built on a natural rock island, so its base is firm and stable. We will have to continue to take care of the 3 wooden structures, obviously, because wood deteriorates, but we can do that. When we undertook this new plan for Brookhaven and Herrick Cove, we started a fund drive to underwrite the costs of these 2 structures. And people around the lake love the lighthouses so much that their generous donations were actually more than we anticipate needing for completing this job. So there is now a permanent lighthouse maintenance fund at LSPA, which is what we'll use to work on the wood, to update the solar lights, to do painting, to do cleaning. You know, there's a lot of work on the structures, so you can always donate to Lighthouse Support, become a lighthouse keeper by going to Lake Sunapee Protective Association website.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
You're watching YCN, your local view. Program airtime is underwritten in part by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Looking to purchase your dream home, finance your business, or just find a better checking relationship? Our New Hampshire team is here to help you. We make award-winning banking happen every day. Contact us to see how we can help you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Drew Dumont here for YCN with our coverage of the YCN Game of the Week. This game is knotted up 7-7 as we enter the second half. Newport, they kicked off to start off this game, so they will receive the second half kick. It was an interesting first quarter as Kearsarge was unsuccessful on their opening drive. Newport went down the field and scored with a Jackson Lord QB keeper to make it 7-0, and then Kearsarge came back later on in the game when Kearsarge was defending and Newport was on offense. Newport went for it on fourth down, and it was intercepted by Carter Wheeler. But we stay deadlocked even here at 7. Let's see who can break the tie. Rolling down, fielded inside the 20-yard line, taking it forward there. We have a flag on the field as he's wrapped up at about the 30.
Ignan Sanchez on the return. There is a flag on the play.
Trying to see if I can see where the penalty was. Got a lot going on, so it was from our vantage point of the field. It was from our side. Let the officials decide that one. All right, so that's going to back up the Tigers.
Penalties on the return team. Looks like an illegal block in the back.
Yep, so illegal block on the back on that one. So first down coming up for Newport.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's on their own 20-yard line.
Getting it forward there. Strong rush here from the Tigers. Aiden doing his job there. That is Aiden Cowett. It picks up the first down and then some.
Left for a first down for the Tigers. First and 10 for the Tigers. The ball's on their own 42-yard line.
Rushing the football, always popular in the cold. Tripped up there at about the 39, so it looks like a loss of a few yards.
Aiden Hodge with the ball. A loss on the play.
This is second down.
2nd and 12 for the Tigers. Ball's on their own 40-yard line.
Trying to get to the Kearsarge 48 for the first down. Hands it off once again, bulldozing forward through the line there. Still on his feet. Finally brought to the ground. A good pickup on that play. Looks like about a 7-yard rush.
Aiden Cowett with the ball.
Call it 8. So it gets back the 2 yards they had lost and then some. Looks like 3rd and 4 coming up from the 48.
The Tigers. Ball's on their own 48-yard line.
Yes.
Tackle made there, throwing him down to the turf. It's A.J. Lavoie there, the freshman, making the tackle. So it's 4th down. The Tigers
4th down for the Tigers.
have to make that choice. Their offense looks like it's staying out. It's also possible they try and get them to jump.
Fourth and 3 for the Tigers.
Big play if they decide to go for it. They're lining up like they're intending to. They actually are. Hands it off there. Yes. Trying to get around the defenders at the 40 to the 30. Out of bounds inside the 20. Good rushing play there. Newport getting it done. And that was Aiden Cowett on the carry. Would have been completely different if he had gotten stopped. He nearly was stopped there from even getting the first down, but instead doesn't only get the first, but gets an extra 20 plus yards. Looks like he got an extra 27 more than he needed to.
20-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 coming up here. Hands it right off there immediately, rushing forward. This time it's the other Aiden Hodge, that is. Gain of about 3.
Gain of about 3 on the play. I'm going to get 2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 now coming up. Ball spotted on the 17-yard line of the Cougars. Still tied in this one. Faking it there. We have whistles immediately. Flag here on the play, looking like it's against the Tigers, and it is. So it's the illegal motion call that's going to bring the Tigers back here. Still to remain 2nd down. That's a 5-yard penalty. So 2nd and 7 now turns into 2nd and 12. They were trying to run a, try and catch Kearsarge off guard.
2nd down for the Tigers.
Lord was initially lined up under center, but didn't actually take the snap. Tossing it out to the left side. Aiden Cowett getting through the first level of defenders. Wrapped up there.
Aiden Cowett, the ball
so
carrier.
3rd down now. We have an injured player on the field, so we're going to take an injury timeout here from the game. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, their Muddy Paws pet wash, and auto bath car wash. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intention of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Watch our Yankee Chronicle, premiering new every week on Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. This is the who, what, where, and when show of the Kearsarge and Lake Sunapee region. The Big Spoon Bakery, serving ice cream, coffee, sandwiches, and now hot soup in Newport, is right across from the Opera House. Come in for the freshest baked goods and so much more. Tune in on the first Thursday and Friday of the month for Cougar Chronicle at noon and 7 p.m. Check in every month for what's happening in the Kearsarge district. Email your questions for Ask the Superintendent. Glad to see what looks like Will Bennett getting off the field on his own power. It is third down coming up here for the Newport Tigers. Trying to regain the lead here on this drive.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Ball's on the Kearsarge 17-yard line.
Hands it off straight up the middle there. Fighting for additional yardage after he had already crossed the line again. It's Aiden Hodge.
Ball carrier.
So that picks up the first down. And now Newport set up with first and goal.
First down for the Tigers.
And an opportunity to regain the lead here in this one.
First and goal for the Tigers. Ball's on Kearsarge 5-yard line.
Here's the snap, hands it off right up the middle there. Crossing the goal line, touchdown, Newport. They take the lead back here in this one.
Aiden Cowart, the ball carrier, touchdown for the Tigers.
Look how strong he is. How many defenders did he bring with him? Setting up for the extra point here. Bryce Palmer trots on the field.
Bryce Palmer will kick for Newport.
It is up and through.
And his kick
Newport
is good.
making it a 7-point game once again. They lead this one 14-7. That's really unbelievable when you look at it. He's got some support from his teammates. They're literally behind him trying to push him forward as the Cougars try and tackle. So Kearsarge was able to come up with a good response on the other drive in the first half after Newport scored initially. Let's see if they can do it again. Would you like to underrate or advertise on our YCN programs? We provide thousands of viewers in the Lake Sunapee region every week with Yankee Chronicle, Game of the Week, and specials. For more information, contact us at info@ycnnow.com. They're watching the onside kick here. So they'll go with the normal approach, send it back deep. Justin St. Onge able to haul that one in. Crossing the 30. He's got defenders on him. He's wrapped up at his own 40, but good return there from the Cougars.
Justin St. Ange on the return. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Ball's on their own 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10 coming up here. Kearsarge, 60 yards separating them in the goal line. They need to get there and another extra point to even this thing up. The programs will forever be linked because one-time Newport head coach Dennis Hoffman was the first head coach at Kearsarge when the program played its first varsity game in 1998. The first game was at Newport, a 26-6 win for the Tigers. Kearsarge and Newport would both finish that season at 5-4. Hoffman would coach the Cougars until 2010. His last game was a state championship win over St. Thomas to cap off a perfect 11-0 season. Some interesting history for you right there. Kearsarge leads this all-time series by a score of 6-5. Newport wants to even that up tonight. Last year, obviously, was that crazy comeback from behind win for Kearsarge, the heavy underdog at Newport. Last year was the first time these two teams had met since 2019. Aiden Ruckman there on the carry. Nothing doing for him that time, so it's going to be a loss.
Brought down by Aiden Cowett.
Trying to see if they could catch the Tigers defense sleeping on that side, but they were more than ready.
Make it 2nd and 13.
Instead, it's a 3-yard loss, so 2nd and 13 coming up here with a ball spotted on the Cougar 37. Prior to Newport's move from D4 to D3, turning back to the same division as Kearsarge, 2019 was their last meeting, with Newport winning 26-14 here at Kearsarge. Passing it down the field, gets it incomplete. He had his man open there, but unable to get it to go. Very close play. That was John Barcel downfield, so trying to connect with the junior. Instead, they have 3rd and 13 to face here. That would have been a massive play. Launching one downfield, Hemingway looking for Ruckman, he's got him, complete there. First down and a lot more. Aiden Ruckman making the play.
Is complete.
That was a beautiful pass from Hemingway.
First down.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Cougars here. The ball to be spotted at about the 30-yard line. Hemingway completes it to Justin St. Ange from the slot.
Hemingway to St. Ange.
It's about a 6-yard gain, so 2nd down coming up here. They're getting to the doorstep of the red zone.
Gain of 6 in the play, make it 2nd and 4. Ball's on the Tiger 24-yard line.
Hemingway through the air again. Incomplete. Looking deep that time.
Hemingway's pass attempt to Barcel is incomplete.
Once again, John Barcel, the intended target.
3rd and 4 for the Cougars.
Not afraid to sling it now as they ease into the second half. Just a little bit too much on it and too far to the left. Third down and 4. Let's see if they decide to go back to the ground. 70 lined up in the backfield. Keeping it himself, Hemingway rushes forward. It looks like he has enough for the first down.
That's enough for another Kearsarge first down.
Ball now spotted inside the 20-yard line. The Cougars are in business. They're in the red zone.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on the Tiger 19-yard line.
Hemingway hands it off. 70 gets about 3 yards, 2 or 3 on the play. Second down coming up.
Noah 70 with the ball. Gain of 1 on the play, make it 2nd and 9.
Officially rule it 9. Okay. 2nd and 9, so it's a 1-yard gain. Kearsarge's offense showing they can play both ways, through the ground and through the air as well. Hemingway and 70 in the backfield. Justin St. Ange lined up wide to the right side of your screen, but a timeout is called for.
Charge to Newport.
Coach Proper wants to bring the guys in for talk first, make sure they have the right play dialed up on defense. Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention. This game coverage is being brought to you by LaValley Building Supply with their brand new 5,000 square foot kitchen showroom at their Western Lebanon store. The Big Spoon Bakery, Ice Cream and Coffee Shop in Newport is right across from the Opera House. For the freshest baked goods complemented now by sandwiches and hot soup. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Make sure to check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. Hemingway fakes it, keeps it himself, wrapped up there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
That was Hemingway on the keeper. Third down for the Cougars.
So a massive 3rd down coming up. Kearsarge has attempted a field goal earlier in this one. It was blocked. Hemingway fires it downfield to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Aiden Ruckman.
Hemingway to Ruckman. Touchdown, Kearsarge.
Wow. This game is close once again. An extra point would tie it up. A year ago, it was expected that Newport would win at home very comfortably over this Kearsarge team. Tonight, once again, Newport was a heavy favorite, expected to win by a strong margin tonight. That's not been the case, as we have a very tight contest on our hands. And that's now tied. The Cougars have some belief. Look at Hemingway there on your replay. Pristine pass. Found Ruckman, who was able to break free. It's exactly what the Cougars needed. Newport knows that they really wanted to get that big lead, that was important, because this Kearsarge team just has a way of hanging around if you let them do that. They showed that last week at Lebanon. They made that game very tight for a long time. Lebanon eventually winning that one, but Kearsarge has made some games closer here down the stretch.
$70 to kick for Kearsarge.
'70s kick sails away, rolling backwards. Just a slight bit too much. It was a very good kick, though. Nearly stopped at the one, but just a little too much spin on that one. So 1st and 10 coming up here for the Tigers. Ball to be spotted at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball's on their own 20-yard line.
Newport now. Offense back on the field as the pressure shifts back their way in this game. It's back and forth. Handoff there, good for a couple yards. Hodge on the carry. 2nd down.
Aiden Hodge with the ball. Gain of 3 in the play, make it 2nd and 7.
Another rush here. That goes nowhere. This Cowlet's blown up in the backfield. Kearsarge's defense strong. Zach Fillity is making the tackle.
Cowlet with the ball. Tackled for a loss. Third and 10 for the Tigers.
Massive 3rd and 10 coming up here. At the end of this 3rd quarter. Lord drops back, fires it downfield. Incomplete, but a flag there on the play.
Lord's his attempt is incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
Can see that was a well-thrown ball. The arm strength of this freshman quarterback is unbelievable as his accuracy continues to develop. So that's going to go against Kearsarge.
On the defense.
Defensive pass interference grants the Tigers an automatic first down.
Penalty.
Ball now at the 35. Massive penalty. If there was no penalty, then Newport would be punting and Kearsarge would be getting ready to return. Instead now, a massive Russian play here. Taken off. Another big gain. Aiden Hodge. And that concludes the third quarter of play. It's tied 14-14. You're watching YCN's Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. By The Big Spoon, a small batch bakery and ice cream shop in the heart of Newport, specializing in handcrafted baked goods, exclusive super premium ice cream, and coffee drinks. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Welcome back, everyone. This thing's all knotted up 14-14 here as we enter the fourth quarter of play. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted on the 34. Another handoff here. A good rush. Tough to see through that pile.
Aiden Cowett with the ball.
Was Aiden Cowett there on that carry?
Getting about 8 now on the play. They'll bring up second down, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 now. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line of the Cougars. Newport threatening now here in the fourth. Coach Jensen sure to make sure his whole team knew what quarter it was there during the break. Well, screaming fourth. They know it's the fourth. It's time to go. Newport going forward there. That's going to be plenty for the first down. It's the Aiden running back committee continues to go.
It
was Aiden Cowett this time. It's been Aiden Cowett and Aiden Hodge.
Gain of 5 in the play. They'll bring up. That's the first down for the first down for the Tigers.
First and 10 here from the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Knocking on the doorstep of the red zone. Going to take a break there for a timeout. Coach Jensen getting his defense all set up. Today's coverage is being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal needs. North Cape Design Build's legacy of trust successfully cultivated over 40 years as they support the boys and girls clubs in our area this Sunday with a Mount Sunapee duck drop raising nearly $1 million. The next YCN game of the week is football next Saturday back here at Kearsarge at 11 a.m. as they host Epping Newmarket on TDS 997 and 1997. There's another carry here. It is Aiden Hodge this time, getting some yardage.
Hodge with the ball. Gain of 7 on the play. I'll make it 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 coming up here from the 14-yard line.
15-yard line.
Another handoff. Good gain there.
Hayden Cowett with the ball.
You go from Hodge back to Cowett now on this carry. First down. First and goal, as a matter of fact, for the Tigers.
First and goal for the Tigers. Ball's on the Kearsarge 9-yard line.
Pitching it to the outside there. Cowett on the carry. Crossing the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hayden Cowett with the ball. Touchdown for Newport.
Got the blockers there along that right edge. That brings it to the house. Isaiah Nash there with some nice blocking to help him out. And Cowett's been electric here tonight. Palmer once again attempt the extra point.
Bryce Palmer's point after kick is good.
Perfect still tonight. Makes it 21-14. Another look there. Cowett's been so good, not just tonight, but all season. Kearsarge has had 2 drives so far in this one where they've had to answer the bell after Newport scored a touchdown. On both of them, they did just that and responded back the other way with another touchdown. Let's see if they can do this a third time. Scooped up there around the 20. It is 70 in the red sleeves. Gets it past the 25.
Number 70 on the return.
So
First down for
Hemingway
the
to lead
Cougars.
them out here on another offensive drive. Tigers there, quick to close.
First and 10 for the Cougars. The ball's on their own 26-yard line.
Handoff to Aiden Ruckman, met there quickly in the backfield. Tigers.
Aiden Ruckman with the ball.
So that's about a 5-yard loss.
A loss on the play. It'll be second down. Looks like about second and 18.
More than 5, I guess. Yeah, they mark it 3 yards farther back than I initially expected. I thought they were going to grant him a little bit of forward progress. But no, yeah, 8-yard loss on the previous play makes it second and 18 here. Ball spotted on the 19-yard line. Hemingway backs up, gets rid of it to 70. 70 met there in the middle of the field, taken down. Gets about 3 or 4 back.
Hemingway to 70 in the reception. They'll bring up third down for the Cougars. Third and 13. Ball's on their own 24-yard line.
13 yards to gain. Big story here might be the offensive line. Can they get the blocking that they need to buy Hemingway enough time to rifle it down to the field? Four wide receivers in motion. Hemingway steps up, throws it. Incomplete, was looking for Aiden Ruckman.
Hemingway's pass attempt to Ruckman's incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
So can you bring out your punt unit here? Get it away, get a stop, get the ball back and score before time runs out. You still got 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Would have been nice there if you had made a completion. Could have been an interception as well. That's Joe Goslin there, breaking that one up. Lining up in punt
70
formation.
will kick for Kearsarge. Kobe Curtis is deep for Newport.
Not the kick that the Cougars were hoping for. There's some backspin on it. So Newport sets up field position with a really good spot here. Looks like at the 32 in Cougar territory. Kearsarge's defense is going to need to come up big here on this drive.
On Kearsarge 31-yard line, first and 10 for the Tigers.
Fumbled there on the ground.
We got a fumble on the play.
Looks like the Tigers recover it. Not official, but it's looking that way.
Ball's recovered by the offense.
Yep, now it's confirmed. Turnover would be massive.
Gain of 1 on the play, make it second and 9.
Second down now coming up here. The ball on the 29 and a half. That's where it's placed right now. Lord. Incomplete, the signal from the officials. So third down coming up.
Lord's pass attempt was incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Ball just inside the 30-yard line of Kearsarge.
Massive third down. Newport would like to get the first down. However, if they were able to pick up maybe 6 yards with a pass to the flats here, that would bring it closer for Palmer to trot out there and try and put this game into a 2-possession advantage for the Tigers. Trying to make things really difficult on the Cougars. But a stop from the Cougars here would be pretty monumental. That'd be a long field goal. On the ground, fumbles it. Cougars dive on it. It looks like they have it. They do. Kearsarge has gotten the football back.
By the Cougars.
A.J. Lavoie. Stay ready, and that opportunity came to them. Tough break for Aiden Hodge, who's been great all night.
34-yard line.
Bobbles the handoff there, and the Cougars take advantage. They have 6 minutes to work with to try and get to the other side of the field, put 6 points up, and then knock the extra point through to tie this thing up. Plenty of time for Chad Hemingway in the offense. Hands it off. 70 met there at the line of scrimmage.
Noah 70 with the ball.
Brady Minkler making that tackle.
He's brought down by number 53, Brady Minkler.
One score game here late in the fourth quarter.
They're getting the play, make it 2nd and 10.
Who's going to step up and make the play to win this one? This is the type of stuff that you dream of as a kid, playing backyard football at recess with your friends in grade school. Hemingway completes it to Ruckman, rushing up the middle there, passing the 40.
Ruckman's complete.
Unable to pick up the first, but able to get about 6 yards there, making it a little bit easier for the Kearsarge offense on third down.
6 on the play, maybe 7.
I agreed with Bubba's assessment. I thought it was 6, but it looks like they mark it as 7. I'm going to eyeball this one and say it's about third and 4.
Third down for the Cougars. Ball's on their own 41-yard line. About 3rd and 4.
Handing it off, up the middle, 70. Met at about the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th down now. It's pretty likely, I think, they go for it here. Was able to get about a yard there, so making it a little bit shorter.
A yard gain on the play, bring up 4th down. Looks like 4th and 2.
4th and 3. 4th and 2 is what the board says.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 42-yard line.
Big play here, 4th down, 4th quarter, going right forward there. It looks like it's short, but it's close. It's really close. Eyeball test, it looks short.
On the keeper.
But we might get a measurement here from the chains. We'll see.
Get an official timeout.
Yep, and they bring out the chains here to measure it. Huge measurement.
Newport takes over on downs.
Short by about the nose of the football. So the Tigers get it back here. They'll have 1st and 10 here from the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
No,
on the
excuse me, the
43-yard line.
43. Sorry, I was looking at the board there. So very close. This is a game of inches. Came up close that time. So Newport's back here on offense. Cougars defense looking to get another turnover, see if they can get their offense another shot at it. Newport all but ices it with another score here, whether it be a touchdown or a field goal. Lord hands it off. Met pretty quickly there.
Cowett with
minimal
the ball.
gain, if any. Aiden Cowett there on the rush. Second down coming up. No gain on the previous play.
Second down for Tigers. 2nd and 10.
Another handoff. Taking care of business. Cougars do. Zach Philides leading the effort there on the tackle. It's going to bring him to 3rd down.
Zach Philides in on that tackle.
Hodges' carry is good for about 2.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Timeout charge to the Cougars.
So Kearsarge calls timeout. Looks like they still have a couple left. They have 1 left. Board says 2. Bubba's Bar and Grill has a full menu of amazing seafood, Landfair award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy any size party. Please note that YCN will be providing Game of the Week soccer and football tournament bonus coverage of any game played on the home field of Newport or Kearsarge. Go Cougars and go Tigers. We got both of them here tonight.
3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
Massive 3rd and 8. Kearsarge needs that stop. This is well beyond field goal range for any high schooler. Lord drops back, firing it downfield. Incomplete, looking for Adrian Sanchez, but there's a flag. The Cougars are in disbelief.
Lord's pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Pass interference on the defense.
So that pass interference, massive call. Would have forced it to 4th down and likely been a Tiger punt from outside of field goal range, with Kearsarge getting an opportunity back again. Instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 for Tigers. Ball's on the Kearsarge 26-yard line.
Rushing it forward there. Met there by the Cougars defensive line.
Cowett with the ball.
Another break. Team's coming in for water. Let's see if anybody called timeout. That's looking that way.
Timeout charge to the Cougars.
Coach Jensen decides to burn another one, and that will be it for the Cougars. They have no timeouts left in this one. Today's game is being brought to you in part by LaValley Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. With over 60 years of serving you locally, now from 14 locations. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 18 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and super friendly service. H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating has full-service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, their Muddy Paws pet wash, and auto bath car wash.
Second and 7 for the Tigers. Ball's on the Kearsarge 23-yard line.
Second down and 7 here. Another rushing play. Cowett.
Hayden Cowett with the ball.
Decent gain. Short of the first down. So it's going to be a very pivotal third down coming up.
Third and 2 for the Tigers.
The Tigers could pick this one up. They'll still keep this 7-point lead with possession of the football and can start running the clock down inside of 2 minutes.
Ball's on the Cougar 18-yard line.
However, with a big stop here, Kearsarge is going to make the Tigers have to make a choice. Tigers taking their time in the huddle. They want to make sure they have it all communicated well, and everyone knows what their assignment is.
Timeout charge to the Newport Tigers.
Coach Proper takes timeout. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intention of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Watch our Yankee Chronicle, premiering new every week on Thursday and Friday at noon and 7 p.m. This is the who, what, where, and when show of the Kearsarge Lake Sunapee region. Third down. Tigers, Lord hands it off. Looks like it's enough from my vantage point.
Cowett with the ball.
Cowett's carry is good for the first down.
Tiger first down.
And with no timeouts left, that all but puts an end to this one. First and 10. The Tigers lead it.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
21-14.
Ball's on the Kearsarge 14-yard line.
Kearsarge attempted to cause another shocking upset like they did last year. They were pretty darn close, still not officially over. But Newport can just knee it down here. Tigers lining up in victory formation, but we have a flag.
Got a flag on the play. Dead ball foul. Delay a game.
They were going to wind that clock down as far as they could. 40.2 seconds showing on the clock. So just got to eat up 1/5 of a second here on the snap.
1st and 15 for the Tigers. Lord took a knee.
Some controversy around the Kearsarge player running up through the line there on the kneel down. That looks like it'll be it. So it is the Newport Tigers with a 21-14 very tight victory here over the Kearsarge Cougar. One play could have totally changed the game around. And for our HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the Heat player of the game, I'm going to go with Aiden Cowett. There's a lot of good players from both teams in this one who had really good performances, but Aiden takes the cake tonight.
Saturday.
So 21-14 your final score, Newport over Kearsarge. Thanks for tuning in. This is Drew Dumont signing off from YCN.
Lineups and everything else. We're going to honor those seniors that are participating in the last
Welcome back, everyone. This is YCN's Game of the Week. Drew Dumont here to call the game for you. We're going to pause for a moment while we kick it to the house for the senior ceremony.
Mention their name and please step forward if you would. Senior Blake Ploss.
He's going the Newport.
Number 9, Kobe Curtis. Number 12, Bryce Palmer. Number 13, Adrian Sanchez. Number 26, Aiden Cowett. Number 53, Brady Minkler. Number 56, Caden Decato. And number 88, Connor Clark. Good luck to the Newport seniors. Let's get right on with our seniors from Kearsarge. I'd like to bring out number 50, Gage Richard. Gage will be accompanied by his parents, his mom and dad. Gage is a defensive tackle here at Kearsarge. His plans after high school are to attend college and study nursing. And his favorite football memory was the big upset last year against Newport.
You've got it. Thank you.
All right. Next, let's bring out number 67, Will Carson. Will's going to be walking with his mom and dad and his sister, Holly. Will plays defensive tackle and defensive end for Kearsarge. And his intentions next year are to attend NCC to study automotive. And his favorite memory of football are the B-dubs with the team. All right, next number 63, Willie Kuharski. Will's walking with his mom and dad. He's a defensive guard and defensive tackle. Will plans on attending college next year. And his favorite memory of football here would be, upsetting Newport in last year's game. All right, next we want number 12, Captain Justin St. On. Justin's accompanied by his mom, his stepdad.
Yeah.
Looks like his sister's here.
We're going to help him with TV too.
Miranda, his sister Harper, and his girlfriend Alex. And his plans after high school are to attend the fire academy to become a. Looks like he's going to become a paramedic? Paramedic, absolutely. Here we go. And his favorite memory was watching his only varsity touchdown on film. All right, next let's bring on number 15, Captain Caleb Naughton. Caleb's walking with his mom, his dad, his stepmom, and his sister Ainsley. Caleb is the quarterback, and he plans to attend trade school after high school. And his favorite memory is hit sticking the Claremont ref.
Taking 4 on 4.
Next is number 24, Davin Boley. Davin walking out with his dad. That was a defensive end and wide receiver. He intends on attending college and studying business. And his favorite memory was the fumble recovery against Interlakes last year. Next, number 8, Carter Wheeler. Carter's with his dad, his stepmom, and his sister Allie. Carter's a wide receiver. His intentions after high school are to attend college and study interior design. And his favorite memory is beating Newport last year. Oh no, he says beating them tonight, but I'll go with beating Newport last year. He won't be presumptuous.
4 on 4.
And last but not least, number 28, Colton Stoltz. Stoltz is with his grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa. He played safety for the team. His intentions after high school are to attend Johnson & Wales University and maybe at some point starting his own restaurant. His favorite football memory would be, beating Newport last year. There you go, there are your seniors, everybody. Kearsarge seniors, good luck, guys.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
LaValley's is the best place for all your building needs. We recognize the importance of price as well as quality. LaValley's will not knowingly be undersold, with free delivery from 14 locations.
Your one-stop do-it-yourself solution.